National Chamber of Energy and Minerals for a sustainable future.
This fireside chat allow me invite Dr. Slavko Vekoslav Sola, the raw materials advisor of the Geological Survey of Slovenia and the PANAF Geo project. Give him a hand while he comes. Dr. Slavko, for the sake of the lawyers and the bankers in the room, we will try not to go very technical. We will just enjoy ourselves while we're doing this. For those who may not be aware, the PANAF Geo project, sponsored by the EU, is a project operating in a number of countries in Africa, which I believe you will tell us some of those. And in Uganda is kicking off within, there's a kickoff conference in a couple of days here to be able to just get everything rolling. It's exciting times for private sector, for geologists, for the academia in the room, for this country, because this project is built to do some amazing things for us as a country. And that is what we want to know. You're very welcome, Dr. Slavko.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation. Well, the PANAF Geo has quite a history. It started in 2016, and it's about the partnership and the capacity building. So it's about strengthening Africa-Europe international partnership in geosciences and enhance African geological surveys and organization of African geological surveys in Europe as well in the area of geoscience delivery and support. In the latest stage of PANAF Geo, which is PANAF Geo Plus, it went a bit beyond, and it also included so-called country windows, which is direct assistance to a certain country in Europe. At the moment, there are 4 country windows. Besides Uganda, I will tell a bit more later, is also a country window in Rwanda, Tanzania, and Zambia.
Okay, so Rwanda, Tanzania, Zambia, and Uganda. What exactly is this PANAF Geo project going to do in Uganda?
Right. Well, it's supposed to meet the expectations of stakeholders, beneficiaries, also the whole project team, but also the European Union that is funding. Let me tell you that besides Geological Survey of Slovenia, the co-lead of the project is also Geological Survey Department of Uganda, and with the team we also have Geological Survey of Czech Republic, Geological Survey of Poland, Finland, and Portugal. So there are several European geological surveys that will work together with the Geological Department of Uganda in a very specific objectives. The first one, the most important, that would take more than a half of the project, would be a data collection, and the data collection would have basically 2 parts. First part would be looking at the existing data, but the next more important part would be actually verifying and adding this data from the field. We are looking at the several target areas that were proposed by our Ugandan colleagues, and we will execute the geological mapping, the geochemical sampling, and also the ground geophysics. So the aim here is, as we heard from the previous speaker, that remote sensing data are there. We are looking a bit more in depth on what is there and how this could play out. Why are we doing this? This is a part what each country should have in order to attract a detailed exploration. So the real game, where they will start with the drilling, where they would also do the reserve resource estimation, not only the laboratory scale tests, but the larger one.
Okay.
So the aim, just to emphasize this, the aim is to improve the government-based exploration data to attract the detailed exploration.
Any investor is looking for data, good data, current data, reliable data. And there has been a lot of data right from the time when the British were here during colonial times, did quite some bit of exploration. All along there's been exploration. And so to be able to collect the data, verify it, and be able to prepare it for further exploration is what we are looking to do here. Could you speak to some of the sites, if possible, or some of what you're looking for in these sites?
Well, at this point, as we are at the detailed planning stage, we are based our work on the work of the Geological Department of Uganda, and we would be following their advice on that. But us, we don't have a definite list so far. I would prefer not to.
Okay, that's fine. That's great. So it's important for the audience to know that this project will improve on the data, will be able to package it better to make sure that we can attract the right investment when it comes to exploration, verifying what is available. How long is this project? And any other details you can give us around such logistics?
Right. The project in this phase is to take 4 years. It started in spring this year and would take 4 years.
Okay.
We are a bit discussing what might happen afterwards.
Okay.
Nothing defined yet. But I would like also to stress that within the 4 years frame, besides the major part, which is a data collection, we would also do the strengthening the capacity building. I was talking about this yesterday afternoon, especially with regard to competency building, so equip people with the knowledge and skills. But also we aim to equip the Geological Survey Department with the equipment they need in order to perform better. The last, it's usually the last, but it's not the least important, is the promotion of the mineral wealth.
Okay.
So we are looking to support the Geological Survey Department staff in attending the important international mineral fora, equipped with the information gathered through the project.
So we can expect that as a result of this project, we will be able as a country to send out from the DGSM, the Department of Geological Survey, to go and put out, promote Uganda, promote particular projects that will have been crystallized out of this. This capacity building, maybe for a last question, this capacity building and skills improvement, how does that benefit the private sector players here? What does it mean to the private sector? Yes, government, there is great work around that, and improving capacity is always welcome for government. How about the private sector?
Right. Let me first correct you. What we did so far, what we looked at the information data so far, we would not be saying that the project will now do it, because a lot of things are already done. What the project will do will facilitate the work done so far and try to put it on the next level together with the Geological Survey Department. So that needs to be very clear. Okay. With regard to capacity building and the industry, the part of the project that I would emphasize here is the postgraduate program. So we would be in a position to support postgraduate graduates unemployed to do the practice or the traineeship within the relevant extractive industry, exploration, companies, associations, institutions. So we will make a call where we'll ask for the interest from the industry and the other associations, of course, and we'll make a call also for the young graduates, and we'll try to match that. What would this mean in reality? This would mean that through the project we would be able to cover the salaries, but all the work conditions and the work would need to be provided by the industry. So we would support the industry in that way as well.
So what you're saying is companies will be able to have trainees, postgraduate trainees in their institutions, working there and continuing to be trained and exposed to other, things, but the support for those staff will be coming from the project, so it will not be a cost to companies, and that would definitely make it very attractive. And I believe the private sector players in the room would be very excited to take that on. Okay, so if we can have one question from the audience. One question from the audience. The last two questions are from this side. This time we are going this way. Question, and then, as brief as possible.
Thank you very much, Doctor. And Uganda appreciates the support from EU. I am Caroline Aguti, and I'm the Assistant Commissioner in charge of Health, Safety and Environment for the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development. The initiatives are very good. We shall request, if it is not already part of the project, that we develop a gender action plan, such that all these initiatives that we are talking about in terms of training is informed by the gender action plan, and we develop very clear indicators, such that we ensure that both the men and the women will benefit from this initiative. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nobody is left behind. I expected the men to clap for that, but it is okay. We shall move on to the next.
I would like to thank Doctor. I've been a beneficiary of PANAF-GEO. Last year, I was one of the female members that was selected for this training, and I can assure you it was so educative. It was a good experience. I was able to interact with experts, geologists from Czech Republic, and it's actually a fair selection. And usually when adverts are out, usually there is a clause that says women are highly encouraged to apply. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. I think the question was answered, and there is nothing as good as somebody actually standing up to say, this works, it has worked for me. So Dr. Slavko, I think your work is done for you. You have some positive recommendations from people who've benefited from PANAF-GEO. Any final remarks while we close?
Well, maybe an answer to the gender question. We already have in description of action of the project an indicator of for the gender balance. But thank you for reminding again for this important issue, and we'll definitely take it into consideration in the capacity building part of the project, but also elsewhere. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Slavko, and we wish you the very best. We are looking forward to be part of this, to see how we can move this country forward, get the right data, package the data, improve on the capacity. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand clap for Dr. Slavko.
Uganda Chamber of Energy and Minerals for a sustainable future.